Today, I want to talk about one of the most important skills in language learning. It is called noticing. Noticing means paying attention. This technique is simple, but it can make your English learning much deeper. It helps you see English in a new way. It helps you stop being only a listener or only a reader. It helps you become a language detective. Yes, a language detective. A language detective does not just hear English. A language detective notices English. Now, let me explain. Many learners listen to English every day. They watch videos. They listen to podcasts. They follow teachers on social media. They read comments, subtitles, messages, and short stories. This is good. Contact with English is very important. But there is a problem. Sometimes English passes in front of you like cars on a busy road. You see many cars, but you do not remember any of them. One car is red. One car is black. One car is fast. But after 10 seconds, you forget everything. English can be like that. You hear many words. You see many sentences. You think, yes, I understand. But later, when you want to speak, nothing comes out. Why? Because you only saw the English. You did not notice it. Seeing is not the same as noticing. Hearing is not the same as noticing. Noticing means you stop for a small moment and say, this is useful. I want to remember this. I want to use this. That small moment is powerful. Your brain cannot learn everything at the same time, but your brain can learn one small thing very well. So the noticing technique is not just about collecting 100 new words. It is about catching one useful piece of English and making it clear in your mind. Let me give you an example. Imagine you hear this sentence in a film. I did not mean to hurt your feelings. Maybe you understand the sentence. Good. But if you only understand it and move on, maybe you forget it. Now use noticing. Stop and ask yourself, what is useful here? Maybe the useful part is, I did not mean to. This is a very useful pattern. I did not mean to be rude. I did not mean to forget your birthday. I did not mean to make you angry. I did not mean to say that. Now, the sentence is not just one sentence. It becomes a small machine. You can use it in many situations. This is noticing. You take one sentence and find the useful engine inside it. That is a beautiful way to learn. Many learners try to memorize full sentences. That can help sometimes. But if you only memorize, you may not know how to change the sentence. Noticing helps you see the part that can change. I did not mean to hurt your feelings. The useful frame is I did not mean to. Then you can add your own idea. I did not mean to call you late. I did not mean to interrupt. I did not mean to laugh. This is how one sentence becomes speaking power. Now let's talk about what you should notice. You do not need to notice everything. Please do not try to notice everything. That will make you tired. Notice 3 kinds of things. First, notice useful patterns. Second, notice small natural words. Third, notice how English is softer than direct translation. Let's start with useful patterns. A useful pattern is a sentence shape you can use again and again. For example, it is hard to. It is easy to. I am trying to. I was about to. I am not used to. I do not feel like. These patterns are more useful than many single words. I do not feel like cooking tonight. The useful pattern is I do not feel like. You can say, I do not feel like going out. I do not feel like talking. I do not feel like studying. I do not feel like eating anything heavy. This is very natural English. Many learners translate from their own language and say something too direct or too formal. But native speakers often use simple patterns like this. So, when you hear a sentence, do not only ask, what does this word mean? Ask, can I use this sentence shape? That question is magic. Can I use this sentence shape? If yes, write it down. Not the whole paragraph, just the useful pattern, just the useful shape. Now, the second thing to notice is small natural words. This is very important. Many learners want big words because big words feel serious. But natural English often depends on small words. Words like just, actually, really, maybe, probably, still, already, even, kind of, a bit, or I guess. These words are small, but they change the feeling of a sentence. Listen to this. I'm tired. Now listen to this. I'm just a bit tired. This is softer. Now another example. You are wrong. Now listen to this. I think you might be wrong. See, this is more polite. Here is one more. I need help. Now listen to this. I just need a little help. Again, this sounds more natural and less heavy. Noticing small words helps your English sound more human. Let me give you a very useful noticing activity. When you watch a short video in English, do not try to learn all the vocabulary. Instead, choose one small word and listen for it. For example, choose the word just. Then listen and notice how people use it. I just want to ask you something. It is just a small problem. I just got home. I just do not understand. I'm just tired. See? The word just has many different uses. But you do not need a long grammar lecture. First, just notice it, hear it, see it, and feel it. After a few days, you will start to use it just naturally. This is how children learn many things in their first language. They hear a small pattern again and again. Then one day, it comes out. They use it. Adult learners can do this too, but with more attention. And that attention is noticing. Okay. The third thing to notice is soft English. What do I mean by soft English? I mean English that sounds polite, gentle, and natural. Many learners speak correctly, but their English sounds too strong. For example, a learner might say, "Give me your pen." This is grammatically correct, but in many situations, it sounds too direct. A soft version is, "Can I borrow your pen?" Or, "Could I use your pen for a second?" Notice the difference. Do not only learn the meaning. Notice the social feeling. English is not only grammar. English is also connection. When you speak, you're not only giving information, you are also showing respect, friendliness, surprise, interest, or care. So when you listen to English, ask, how does this sentence feel? Is it friendly? Is it polite? Is it casual? Is it serious? Is it soft? Is it strong? This is a new kind of noticing. Here is another example. I disagree. Or, I see what you mean, but I think. The second one is softer. It gives space before the disagreement. I see what you mean, but I think. This is very useful for speaking in real life. You do not want only correct English. You want English that fits the moment. Now let me give you a simple daily method. I call it one-line noticing. Every day, choose one line of English. Only one line. It can be from a podcast, a film, a YouTube video, a message, a book, or a comment. Write that line in your notebook. Then do 3 small things. First, underline the useful pattern. Second, change one part of the sentence. Third, say your new sentence out loud.